Well, hello and welcome to Java with Jim. I'm Jim Reese, joined here today with my friend Len Miller, who is President and CEO of Leonard J. Miller and Associates. Hey, Len, how are you today?
I'm doing fine there, Jim. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you and loving the background there. Well, Len, let's jump right in. Tell us about Leonard J. Miller and Associates and what makes you guys different from other firms in a similar space.
I think what makes Leonard J. Miller Associates different is that our uniqueness is that we have a single office located here in downtown Baltimore. Uh, we have a very highly developed team with senior people. You can go onto our website and see the backgrounds of our professionals. And we, what attracts clients to us and makes us successful is that because of our size, which we would never want to get more than 30 people or so, because of our size, we do coordinate, collaborate, and everybody kind of knows the clients. So it allows us to work as a true team rather than compartmentalized. And because of that, we can excel at our consultation with those people. And we do the traditional things like, tax and audits and accounting for clients, as you know. We have several people certified in business exit consulting. So we do a lot of M&A transactions, not for a fee, but for consults on how to structure it and work it through. And our clients are headquartered primarily in a 5-state area. And and lots of our clients do business all over the nation. I'll give you the biggest example. We do a wholly owned German subsidiary that's in the US, and we file 46 state corporate tax returns for that company. And they are not some small operation. So that's kind of what we do. We have clients that have manufacturing facilities all over, the country, including Canada. And we're not compartmentalizing any one industry. We do not do any nonprofits, not that we have an issue there, but we stay with all privately held companies. And again, as our tagline says, is all accounting firms can give you answers. We give you ideas, and that's really what I think we excel at. We definitely, try to help our clients not just answer their questions, but say, what are you trying to achieve? And maybe they're going down the wrong road. And by asking, what's your goal here? What would be the best outcome? And we might say, no, we think we should go this way. You could get there doing this much more efficiently. So that's kind of what I think makes us good.
You definitely have a consultative approach, I would say. So
Yes.
that's great. Len, as it relates to Leonard J. Miller and Associates, what are you most proud of?
I think of our reputation. I think that we have a good reputation. I've actually had other CPA firms come in and say, hey, we've talked to your clients and we tried to take them away, and they admit it. And they say, your clients love you and you have a great reputation in this town. And at any point in time, I have other CPA firms who die to merge or whatever. And so far, we've stayed independent. And I think the big success is my father taught me, if you do a good job for someone, they'll tell other people. And if they tell other people, it'll work well for you. So we get our referrals mostly from existing clients and from other professionals in the marketplace. And again, we have a very broad footprint in Virginia, Pennsylvania, all over the place, where we have major companies that we represent. And the same thing happens in those locales, even though we have no physical presence there.
Yeah, right. Well, I know you've been very busy, certainly during the pandemic and before the pandemic, and there's been lots of issues that your clients have had that your phones are ringing off the hook, et cetera. What do the next 6 months look like for you guys?
I think the next 6 months looks good for us. It would be tough if it didn't look good this time of year, when you're in the peak of tax season and audit season, we'd be in big trouble. But I think the thing that helps us is our clients are growing. A lot of our clients are either growing organically or through acquisitions. We do deal with some clients who are selling, so we help them do that. We don't try to, be a block to their selling their companies. We believe we should be helping them get the best value for their business. And I think the thing that's happening now, as you know, the regulations are changing so quick. They've just came out with these new rules for Schedule Ks. If somebody's got a foreign, credit, you might have to fill out a 20-some page return, which is going to, take a lot of time. And that'll be for any entities they have related. And so anyway, I think the big thing is that we feel that we help clients navigate through all these quagmires. It was triple P, employee retention credit. It's all these new tax laws, and they're still coming out. So we help them get through that quagmire and maximize their own economics. And as our tagline says, we count for your success. And I think that's what we do.
Yeah, it's an awful lot for business owners to try to keep track of. So it's a good thing that they have you. So Len, I know you pretty well, but many of the folks watching this may not know you as well as I do. What do people watching this not know about Len Miller?
I would say one of the things they don't know is I love driving fast cars. And I've
Yeah,
driven.
by the way, is that different from driving cars fast?
Yeah, because I can drive a slow car as fast as it'll go, but it's not fast enough. So
Right.
that's the way I look at it. So I've driven cars on tracks all over the country. I've been to Roadside America, Dakota, Circuit of America track. I've been to VIR and all these different tracks all over the country. So I enjoy doing that a lot, and that's something that I get a lot of pleasure out of. So
And
that's
what's your favorite fast car?
I drive a Mercedes. I have a GTS AMG Mercedes, but I've driven Porsches and Mercedes and other cars. I've driven open wheel racers at VIR and up at the Poconos. So they're all good.
That's very exciting. Well, Len, thanks for spending time with me today. Really appreciate it. And glad to have you as my guest. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you sometime in the next couple of weeks.
Now, the other thing that people might be surprised by me, Jim, is that I quit my job the day my first child was born and started my own business. And I had been offered a partnership, and I just built it from ground up with a good team.
That's a great story. Well, thank you for sharing. And again, we'll see you sometime in the next week or so.
All right. Thank you. Good to see
Thanks,
you
Len.
as always.